I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough, wanna hate this, or don't show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, call
welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's a pleasure taking down Dr. B of souls around the globe. It's your first time to subscribe, join the family, love to have you. Alright, guys, it's finally time. We're going to be getting the Wrx freaking just running again. Super excited. Front mount intercooler is about to go down, so let's get it on. Okay, so I can't fit the jack underneath here because it sits too low. I need to be able to raise the front up a bit, put the jack stands on right here, which I'm super excited because we finally got some new jacky standees, so we'll be using those. But before I can do that, I've got to take the battery out of Cinderella, put it back into Black Rain, so that I can move Black Rain on top of a plank of wood to elevate the car enough to get the jack underneath, and then we'll be Gucci. Alright, so I've got these couple of pavers, going to stick these nice little low-lying bricks underneath the front wheels, and this should do the trick. Alright guys, time for a cold start. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so I've got it on bricks. Now I can fit my jack underneath. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so I need to remove the bumper. Once I remove the bumper, then I can have access to the intercooler. I'm going to take the old intercooler off, put the new intercooler on, and that'll be step one. Then I've got to change the vacuum, one vacuum wire over. So, yeah, and then I'll be good. I think, I hope. I may not do the radiator today. Stay that for another video. Content! Okay guys, really important. Make sure you get yourself one of these. These right here are super handy for getting all your clips and things off. If you don't have one of these, you can use a flathead screwdriver, but this is so much easier because it's made to pry those bad boys off. So guys, worst case scenario, when you absolutely need to fix something because you broke the freaking clips when you get them off, zip ties. Zip ties fixes everything. Spider webs. When you take your parts off, always a good opportunity to give it a clean. Alright guys, so this is the first time that I've removed the bumper and anything on the front here, and I am like just mind boggled. Like there's so many screws missing, like all these screws up here, these bolts up here missing. Man, I'm good. First try, guessed it right. These are 10 mils. Oh yeah. Got another one here. Alright guys, so I removed the headlights, and there seems to be a couple bolts hidden in there somewhere. I'm just attempting to find them because most of the bolts that you can see are not on here, and I've removed these here, removed the headlights. There was one bolt here, this one was missing, so yeah, it's a work in progress.
That's what she said. The next day.
What's up guys? Now, as you guys know, we had intercooler situation that yeah, didn't work in our favor. So we had to get another intercooler, which I've done, and hopefully this one is right on the money, so let's go check it out. Alright guys, so let me show you the new intercooler, and let me show you the game plan. So this right here is the new front mount intercooler, and as you can see, it's a lot longer than the old one right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to take the grinder, and we're going to cut and widen that gap there on the crash bar so that this can slide up inside nice and tidy. And lucky for us, we'll be able to use our original intercooler piping with this. I'm just going to take this hose there, and I'm going to cut it down to size to make it fit on there. They're both, looks like they're like 76 mil in diameter, so it should be Gucci. I think 76 mil is like 3 inches or 2 inches. It's one of those. Anyways, yeah, should be good. Should be good. Should be good. So I don't have a grinder, and I know it's crazy because once upon a time, I'm pretty sure I had a grinder, but I don't have one now. So I've got my friend out going to grab a grinder, and then I'll be able to start getting to work with that. And hopefully by the end of the day, Black Rain is up and running again. The condition of this car is making things 80% harder because there is damage in the front, and like, dude, like you can't see it until you take all the stuff off. You realize, man, this thing, someone's hit something. So we got to fix all that in order to connect the intercooler. Unfortunately, this intercooler that I got does not have the little top holes on it like the old one there, so that I can actually just connect it to these holes here on the top. I've got to connect it to the bottom underneath here because it has these brackets right here. So those brackets there on the bottom, and it shouldn't be a big deal, and it wouldn't be, except for on my car, that bottom part is crashed in. So I've got to attempt to pull it out as much as possible so that I can actually get it to screw in. Also, this part here is bent downwards there as well. That needs to be banged up. Like, just what the hell? And back here, see, that's all banged in. So I need to pull that out. And that's gonna be a mission. Because the air conditioning cooler thing there is also bent in, and it attaches to that frame there. So yeah, if the car was running, I would just get some ratchet straps and attach it to that frame, go find a tree and freaking just pull it out, hopefully enough to get it back into place. But the car's not running, I can't do that. Because I've never actually taken that whole part off, I'm not even sure if I could just go to the junkyard and find a replacement piece. Sure, you could if you could cut it off and you could weld a new piece on, but I don't have a welder. And yeah, I think we're just gonna have to get to some clanging and banging with a hammer. Worst case scenario, zip ties.
That's a knee slap.
So I just took a hammer to that and it did nothing. I used that cloth there, wrapped it around so it didn't scratch that. But then I was like, scratch this. I mean, look at the rust and everything. Guys, when you cut this, like metal type things, anything metal, you always spray a little spray paint or something over it to keep it from rusting. You know, it wouldn't even hurt to file that down if you could as well. Like, this has just been such a really horrible job, whoever did this. Like, care factor 0. So I used a screwdriver and also my vice grips, and I've managed to kind of pry that down a bit. And hopefully it lines up with the intercooler. If not, I don't know. I'm gonna have to attempt to drill holes somewhere else. But yeah, guys, this is a lot harder than it should be. Or at least that I thought it would be. And that's usually how it is when you dive into something. You just, you know, you don't know what to expect, especially if it's something you've never done before. So it is what it is, as they say. There's times when I think to myself, geez, why am I even putting myself through this stress right now? Why don't I just get someone else to do it? Make my life easier, and then I can just do what I actually really enjoy more than anything else. And that is actually out there driving it and really enjoying my car. So guys, this is the grinder that we got. It's an Ozito, and it has good reviews. 4.4 out of 5 stars, 1200 watt motor, and it comes with 3 grinding discs too, so yeah. Another setback. So this is what's come in the box. 3 grinding discs. I thought one of them would be a cutting disc. So I don't have a cutting disc to use the grinder. So we're back at ground zero. And because I can't cut it, well, that sucks. Sometimes things just happen for a reason, you know. If you can't do it properly, you shouldn't be doing these things, because safety is really important. I have some safety glasses, but I don't have a safety shield. You should have probably a safety face shield as well. You should have some fire resistant long sleeves on, maybe some work boots that are fire resistant as well, some steel cap boots or something, and probably should be wearing jeans or something more durable. And I don't have any of those things. So maybe it's a blessing that the cutting disc wasn't in there, because I'm sure I'd have probably done something stupid and just only wore some gardening gloves that I have and the freaking safety glasses I have. And even though I've seen tons of people on YouTube not even wearing anything at all and doing it, those freaking sparks are 1800 degrees. Why do I want to risk starting a fire that could not only catch myself in a bad situation, but even just my cars, the house, all kinds of stuff? So yeah, probably not a good idea. So I think what I'm going to attempt to do now is just remove the crash bar, and let's see if we can figure out another way to make this work. Freaking hell, that was way harder than it should have been. Freaking, it should have just been the main bolts on the top and a couple pins on the bottom just holding the protective, you know, liner that's underneath the car. But because they must have lost the pin, whoever had it before, the little clips, they took a washer, and it was like a washer with a bolt kind of system that was completely rusted. So it was a struggle to get the freaking bolts off, but well, we got there.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one. Only one.
The crash bar is super janky anyways, freaking rust and beat up and everything, so I'm actually glad it's gone. But it means now we have to figure out how to get the intercooler to stay on and the bumper, both which were originally by design of the last person, designed to be held by the crash bar. And the bumper particular, that is designed to be held by the crash bar by design from the factory, or at least partly so. You know, the pins in the middle. So, yeah. Good times ahead. Alright, so you guys who have been following me for a while know that I built my whole van. The inside, I did it. I built my shelves, my multi-purpose bed that is also a table, is also a desk. I did it all. I built it all in here. And I'm pretty proud of it, except for, well, the roof that's falling down. But I haven't done the roof properly yet. This is just, was supposed to be a bit of, yeah, let's not talk about that. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I had some stuff left over from the build. I had some corners and joiners and things, and I knew I had some. I just didn't think I had that many left. But I do have quite a few different things here. So I'm hoping that something here, one of these brackets, that it'll work. I'm hoping, I'm praying. I've got multiple things here. So I'm hoping some way, somehow, with all these different pieces I have, I can MacGyver that intercooler to stay on the car. So, well, if this don't work, I don't even know. So, let's go see if any of this is going to help achieve the goal. So, you think everything is working finally, you've got it figured out, you've got a game plan, and then you realize you have no bolts. You have no nuts and bolts to fasten anything with. There's a reason why I'm not a mechanic. Oh my gosh, I might have solved my intercooler issue with the brackets that is lacking right now to hold it in place. Let me show you. So my van used to have a barrier in front that, you know, separated the front from the rear. And, well, obviously I don't got that anymore, but I left that up there for some silly reason. Maybe it was meant to be for this reason, who knows? I'm a psycho.
Later.
So I'm happy that bracket idea worked, and now we get to attempt to figure out how to cut the intercooler piping, which we'll see what works. Hell yeah. Check it. Go get one of those real quick from one of the other cars, and let's see what happens. Well, everything in life led me to this point right here, and now is the moment of truth. So, fingers crossed. Come on, pray with me, y'all. Pray with me. All right, fuel pump's primed. Let's see what happens. that low. No, we still have the idling issue. Have the idling issue. And also the engine light is still on. So guys, I don't know, it started idling a bit better towards the end there, but it was still higher than what it should be, and maybe it needs to just run for a while and the computer reset, because the air ratio would be different now. Obviously this is a much bigger intercooler than was on before. Maybe it just needs a tune, maybe that will fix it, because again, I've put a bigger intercooler than was on before, so maybe the air ratio or something is, I have no idea, really. I have no idea. Or it could be another vacuum leak. There is a hose that I know I need to replace in the back part, a little small hose. So maybe if I replace that hose, that'll make a difference. Or maybe it's not even the vacuum leak that's causing the idling issue. Maybe it's something else. And there's something that could be causing, I can't remember the name of it. It's a sensor or something that could be causing it. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas. And yeah, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I was hoping it would just be perfect. So anyways, at least the intercooler's on. Well, I still got to secure it properly, but other than that, all right, whatever. So guys, I was having to think, maybe MAF sensor, maybe, you know, the air filter, because I do have a little issue with the air filter right now. It is kind of sitting in a awkward position. Let me show you. So in there, guys, that air filter is actually sitting on those metal pipes. I think those metal pipes has gotten hot because those brown marks on here weren't there before. Now I hope and pray it's not like this thing is caught on fire or something's happened from that burning it, but that sitting there like that isn't good. What I need to do is remove this freaking alarm horn, which isn't doing anything. It's not even connected right now. So move that out of the way, get a corner pipe or something where I can adjust this and stick it so that the pod is sitting over in that area there, and get that off of that. I'm not even sure what that is right there. I think, well, maybe power steer, I don't know. It could be ABS maybe. I'm not sure. I really have no idea what that is right there. Could be the ABS unit, could be a million things. No, I think ABS is, I don't know. I have no idea. So anyways, yeah, I have no idea. But I just, if that gets hot, that could be causing problems there. I don't know. I have no idea. Alright guys, well, that concludes the intercooler new front mount putting on. At least we got that done, but we're gonna have to do some problem solving and continue to search to figure out why the idling is playing up and everything. So keep it subscribed, all noties, comment, like, all that stuff, and hopefully soon we will be able to get Black Rain back on the road. I know you guys like that freaking Subi Rumble as much as I do. So take care, guys, and as always, remember to keep it garaged but driven.